Hello there. This is I'm not sure what this is. This is the chat portion, and there we go. Okay. That's not right. Hello there. Just waiting for YouTube to awaken. Hopefully it goes to the right account this time. Yep. Went to the wrong account a few minutes ago. Well, greetings everyone. Hello everyone. I know I don't do enough live streams. Who knows? That might change. Hard to say right now. Okay. Greetings. All right, we're going to do a chat portion. And for those, I just got word. It's going to be a while for this. Early, of course, this is going to be in November, so I got a while. Oops. November 1st, which is, let's see, the Thursday webinar on November 2nd. I'll have to postpone that to Saturday. Okay, that's the last time I'm going to say anything about it until the time comes, but I always want to put it out there. So those are aware of what all this is. I'm not even aware of what this is. Apparently, YouTube doesn't know either. Okay, okay. Here we go. Oops. All right, this is who I am. If you're wondering, this is the webinar chat portion, and the way you find that. Yes, it's not as easy as it might be to get in. I'm gonna have to figure something out. But this is how you get into it, and it's sort of successful. You can always email me to get the information to get in. This is private sessions. This week I'm mostly closed down because of work. Saturday is sort of open, and Sunday is sort of open. And also you have use methods and Google Hangout, Skype, Zoom, and recordings by phone. I'm just going to go this and Spirit Social. Of Ivan Teller services, submit a question, healing, past life regression, message from Yeshua, 5-minute healing, channeling, consulting, and one question from a day, chakra healing from a day, soul pain from Stephanie, angelic Reiki from Miguel. Also, yeah, I'm still doing something. I'm still catching up from the hurricane. I think we got most of the questions that are submitted through the site caught up, but it's hard to say. Okay, here we go. I'm not sure where I'm at right now. Greetings, everybody. Donna Riggs. I can't get into my site. I'm not sure what to do about that. Just email me. Yeah, the site's possessed. I don't know what to say anymore. Oh yeah, the memberships thing. Yeah, it's a mess. I don't know. Say a prayer before you go in there. I don't know what to do anymore. All right, sending light and love to everybody. Positive messages, connecting to the angels, connecting to spirit guides, angels that need to be heard at this time. Okay. Question from God Arium. Sorry if I butchered that. Any messages from my guide? Oops. Something about traveling. Traveling, maybe not physically, but mental traveling. Just traveling. Seems to be in the. Now, that's not local. It does seem like a slightly long distance. As for when that will be, it seems to be in your contract, but nothing fully enforced yet, but on the way in some case, shape, or form. Now, it could take other forms as possible. So, hard to say right now. Zuniki, question one: Do you have this? What do you see in my future? Prosperity. I do see that your work situation will go up and down as usual, but I think it'll just the financial situation be good. As for relationships, might be a whole nother story. That's not you. You came here to mostly heal yourself. So if you have a lot of alone time, it's for a purpose. You're also opening up. I would just believe that your spiritual direction is going to really start cracking open a lot more in the next couple of years. So I just see you connecting to the oceans more, like the ocean vibrations, connecting more to the seas, just to everything's different, of course, for everybody, but that's just a start. You might go in, like in a meditation, you might go into the oceans and see it as a whole nother world there. So it's like, it does seem like the oceans for you are a portal, so to other dimensions. And I can go for others too. Question two: do you have any advice on health advice? Just oh, guys, stay away from raw meat. Say eggs are good. Anything that's organic is good for you. Fruits, vegetables, of course. Just, but I do say meditate on your food. Heavy advice. I'm sorry. Heavy advice. Not health advice. I saw there. Heavy advice. Well, that's advice. I don't know why I saw health. Anyway, well, that was for a reason. But as for heavy advice, I do see shamanism with you. I do see you like wearing necklaces to help your vibration open up in the future. But I do see you connecting to more people spiritually in your own way. But I do see the necklaces as very help you in to tune your vibrations, open yourself up, connecting to your guides and other people's guides. Just give it time. Everybody of that's opening up to the spiritual energies is really still understanding it, still learning it, but you'd be surprised. It will be within the cultures in its own way. It will find itself in our culture, and it'll be different forms of spirituality as there is now, and many more to come. So they say that you will see this, but also for healing, a lot of it has to do with food, of course. Say a soul transformation is already occurring, but will increase, in the next couple of years. So just do what you got to do. Katie and Dance, any messages for me? I do see you connecting to the angels, releasing a lot of negativity, but also relaxing a lot. It's funny when I connected to your name, Dance, I saw like angelic rituals that you're going to in spirit. You can say like dances, you can say however you want to look at it. I just see like ceremonies, something along those lines, within the angelic worlds. That it did create, that did go into religions eventually. Not something they're that proud of, but if you must add that to your religion, please do. But it's mostly a party, basically, within angelic realms that you're involved with. Let's put it that way. Question two: any additional messages? There is a reptilian force around you. Nothing to worry about. Also, it might be kind of getting in your mind, like you're not focusing at times. And that's because the reptilians are kind of scanning you. There is this data around you that is kind of helping you out, actually, because there is a reptilian presence around you. It's thinking of like the gang members of are kind of seeking you out. I want to put a worry into it, but you might pick up on it slightly. It's 3 or 4 of them. They're not really getting in your way, but they are around you, and their presence is kind of a pain in some cases. All right, Chris Lee Snow. Are there any messages from the Prime Creator? Yes, he says that you within the canines is a leader in past lives and in this current life also. As you're with the canine races, that seems to be the strongest with you at the moment. Basically, some of the canines are getting kind of restless with humans. Some of them, because of what's going on, how their canines are being injured here, and how they're cared. Of course, a lot of them are cared for well, but also some of them are not, as you can see. And so it is coming a difficulty. Basically, the message to you is that the canines are getting more assistance here. As helping humans understand the canines, of course, other animals, but for your message, the for humans to more realize that the canine, dog is a lot more than what is seen as just a friend. It's a lot more like a lover, etc. In its own way, of course. So I imagine you can pick up on that. Question 2: are there any messages from me? Yeah, there's a lot of there's a dinosaur presence you've been around recently in the Earth's past, but apparently you're bringing that up. You're doing a clearing. I do see you as a reptilian during the time of the dinosaur period. You've had, and actually, during the time dinosaur time, you've had Andromedan lifetimes. Imagine you could feel that, just very peaceful. But then you have lifetimes is like, I gotta explore the other side of myself. And that is where reptilian lifetimes, dinosaurs are here for a long time. So you had incarnations as a reptilian during the time of the dinosaurs also. I believe during the time of their extinction, I believe you had other incarnations for their extinction. But I think I do see like you're an aggressor in some regard. You're kind of aggressive in that life of, this is reptilian world and other beings get out of here. And you're kind of like that. You have to get out of your system eventually. I do see also Syrians around you during that. Interesting, like removing you from the earth. So you had your moments, basically, is what your guys are saying. Basically, everybody has their kind of twisted lifetimes. We all have them. I imagine you can feel a lot of that to a certain degree. Let's see what else is there. Because I do see the Syrians removing you and others, but you did give them a different point of view. It's always giving. I mean, every point of view is always much needed. Sometimes with the negative, it's a little bit more intense, but either way, that's what they want you to know. I'm not sure if any of that's going to be any help. You did go to Agartha for healing after that, because it was kind of an aggressive lifetime. You probably had others like that, but you did go to Agartha. I do see that for healing. I think the Syrians thing, but it was also exploring another side of yourself. I think it was more like a male lifetime also. Well, I'm gathering. It's kind of fascinating, actually. What I've gotten from that is when you have a lifetime like that and you change your ways, if you're not, okay, I was that way, you actually get more responsibility in a positive way. Because I do see you around, like, diamonds, like, protecting certain crystals during Atlantean times after that. That's interesting. So Yeah, third density way of looking at things. We have to open that up more. So yeah, I'll have to explore that type of point of view eventually. That's interesting. Maddie, today in a dream, I was blasted out into outer space and saw many stars. I also saw three glowing lights. Can you tell me what the dream was about? Did those three glowing lights were something else? All right. Well, I think those were. I saw three glowing lights. Those are spirit guides. And yeah, you are opening up. They're taking you further out into space. Connect to more of your galactic connections, but also showing there's an angelic energy there too. It does seem like they're being easy with you on it though. They're gradually moving you towards more of a knowing. But what I see are spirit guides. You just say, take care of yourself. There's a mountain of opportunity around you that's gradually coming forth to you. Just go with the flow. Question 2, I think I lost my black tourmaline crystal. Is it possible for it magically to come back to me? I don't think it will. I believe it did leave you. It might come back. It's not saying. It had to leave you for a while. It doesn't look like it's going to change its mind. It had a reason for its departure, but it's fine. But it's okay to get more. But it has a reason for its departure, but it's not really going into detail. But it did bail on you. But you do not. It's to give a chance for other tourmaline crystals to find you. But it's doing well, though, don't worry. Chances of finding it is likely, but not highly likely. Question from Marianne. Any messages from Gaia? Yes, Gaia says you are connected to the dolphin energies, which connects to the moon, which connects to the sun, which connects to other planets around the solar system. You see the hurricanes are in the oceans. There are also hurricanes out in space that you connect to often. And this is another reason why you feel the threat from these hurricane anomalies and other anomalies, because you've seen them in a great, more powerful energy field in other forms. You know, we're seeing from a third dimension, but space goes through a lot also. So Gaia is there to bring healing. So there's any time you feel that, Earth is a small piece of the puzzle. There's other realities where things are a lot more grander. And you can say Gaia is there to open up you to that. Imagine this makes sense. We're seeing things from a third dimensional, you go into fourth dimensions, like giant tidal waves that are just like ridiculously large, but also take you to other places. So, she's showing also, like you see maybe in Star Trek, such as like a hurricane, for example. Imagine you're in it. It takes you to a whole another planet, and that does happen in other realities. So that just gives you, and technically it does that. We're just not seeing it here. It's like when these anomalies, such as the weather patterns, happen, like the hurricane, for example, earthquake also. People do go to other realities. They do switch their timelines, and some gradually switch them. Like they might die here, but they're born somewhere else. So you might see death as the end, but you'd be surprised it's actually birth in another dimension. Now, I'm not talking about the other side, in astral, however, in spirit. I'm talking about a whole other reality. So, just gradually opening up our minds. Jeez, that's funny. Yeah, it reminds me of remember Siegfried and Roy, where the tiger, I forgot which one it was, but one of them was out there, trying to tame the tiger. That tiger got scared by a lady wearing this weird hat, and so the tiger just went after the lady to protect one of the, her family member, basically, Siegfried and Roy. I forgot which one it was, but It's that type of thinking. It's like we're changing. People say, "Oh, the tiger just attacked." It's like, no, just attacked to protect, you know, his family member, basically. And that is, thinking like that. Also thinking, we're going to more of a fourth dimensional way of thinking, basically. And Gaia is teaching us and others, of course, and we're a new way of looking at life. Question 2: any messages from Yeshua? Um, yeah, it says the next 30 years will be a great transition. Most likely, it says you will start to see. Most likely, you will see Mother Mary's energy involved with the earth more frequent. You might hear her, it's possible, um, around you, but just if you connect to her energies, most likely you'll feel her connecting to a lot of feminine energies, connecting to children being born, helping the parents understand the child. And also, Mary is teaching angels how to, assisting angels connecting, for the mother to connect to the child. When a mother has a child, it's like she can't always connect to can, but not sometimes not really. It all depends. And so and Mary's there to teach the mother how to connect to the child, but also to the angels to connect to the child. Also, you'd be surprised. It's like filling the gaps, you can say. So most likely be able to pick up on that. He's not saying just that your chakras are more active than they were before. In a good way, you're going through a healing process and you're clearing out your third eye. Not to say you'll just become more sensitive, basically. Excuse me. Question from Carol: are there any messages for me? Yeah, see a lot of Andromedan energies around you at this time. It does seem like you're connecting with the Galactic Federation of Light more and Astral as a leader. They're not going into details of that. Idea is when you have a quiet sleep time is a reason for it, so you can more find yourself, basically. You're in a you're in a place of, without going into full detail here, you're just going to more basically receive more information from them gradually, well, just through a meditation. But your sleep time has to be quiet because your astral is quite active. Yeah, it's like you're going to a deep sleep in some cases. And the reason for that is because your astral travel is connected to Earth, basically bringing more positive beings here. Actually, more positive reptilians, because there's a lot of negative reptilians here. You actually bring more positive ones. Also, the Andromedan race you're connecting to strongly, bringing more of positive effort here. In a transitional, I do see you connecting to crop circles, meaning that you're putting messages in the crop circles along with others, but you seem to have a mix of information there through the Arcturians. It is basically Earth's history. There's going to be some things in Earth's history that's going to start to come out. I saw the dinosaurs again, so I guess more dinosaur information is going to find itself to us eventually. It's in the works. It just gives us an idea. It's like what we know about our history is wrong. So it seems like you're involved with that. So, question 2: are there any messages for my sister Pamela? Yeah, I just see child angels around her at this time, clearing out old negativities. I'm not sure if she has I think she has a child. I just see like a son. She's connecting to her son more. I think she has a son. Might be a daughter. But I'm feeling like a young male energy, which is connecting to a lot in astral. Basically clearing a lot of stuff around him because he's getting bombarded by a lot of things he's not fully aware of. And she's combining her energies with him right now as a protective shield, is what I'm saying. There's some Syrian, like a crystal-looking Syrian is around her. Like his name's like Asimov. Asimov is around her at this time. So, okay, blessings. Oh yeah, I have to prepare for this. Okay. Looking for the start. Okay. Okay, down at Riggs. My dog's, my neighbor's dog Yaddy went missing a couple months ago. They would like to know if he is okay and possibly tell them where he is. Mm. It's possible, I'm not getting 100% on this, that it was picked up by a pound. Maybe. Or it's somebody that already has dogs and took him in. So I believe he's still here from what I can tell at the moment. I'm not getting 100% on anything at this time. I believe he is all right, but I don't believe there's a way of finding the owner. I believe it feels like young kids found him, but I can't be 100% on that. But it's unlikely he'll ever show up again because I don't think they know how to bring. Yeah, unless they take him to the vet and they scan him, if he has a microchip, possibly. But some reason I'm not seeing that happen. It might be a local vet that doesn't do those type of things. I am seeing children around him. I think he's doing okay, but yeah, it seems like he's doing all right. But I see him around kids. But I think he's. I mean, I see him being taken care of. So I don't see him starving or anything like that. Not that I'm not saying that. So, it's hard to say how we'll ever find him again. It's not looking. It doesn't look like it at the moment. Question 2: Do you notice you once stated I was from the Ryan constellation? Can you tell me more about my roots? Yeah, you were part of the Ryan Council. You kind of grew up within the family of the Ryan Council, but you weren't participating in it. You're kind of like getting into everything, just kind of like, I don't want to deal with all that. You want to go explore and do your own thing. So you had to get all of the child stuff out, just go explore and just go be a kid, basically. And you go explore the reincarnations, wherever it might be. So it took a while to go more into the council itself. I see mostly humanoid lifetimes in the beginning. I just see lifetimes of adventure, basically. Exploring, but also just like adventure lifetimes. I'm not going into detail of that, but just think about the craziest aliens you can think of. You've been around them. I'm talking about the craziest, just anything that's like, because you're not creating it, you're more connecting to it. Even if you are creating it in your mind, you're still connecting to it, the origins of that creation. So, like an elephant being, you connect to a lot of elephants, rhinoceros, elephant. I said elephant. Elephant was the strongest, but I can't connect to what else is out there. Just bizarre. Like 3-eyed beings, 4-eyed beings. Some beings have 1 eye, some have 4 fingers, 3 fingers. To them is very normal. And they don't have cars. They don't have clothes. They don't go to Walmart. They don't do any. They just they create. They do their. They go to other worlds, star systems, and explore. And they take like how aliens do. They take, for example, I take a monkey and I take an elephant, and they combine them and create from that. That's pretty much how it works. As for example, and that's pretty much where human came from. You just basically is what I see you were doing with them. But I see mostly not into that exactly. Mostly into like farmer lifetimes, just, but not how we would see it. but just basically environmental type of stuff. So I'm saying. So I'll leave it with that. Yeah, a lot of stuff is just so alien it's hard to even describe it because we're 3D. You know, we have no idea. But that'd probably helpful. Question one from Jess: what is my connection with the Egyptian god Ra, and what message does he have for me? Well, Ra, I do see you as a mother to him and another incarnation, possibly reptilian or Palladian, maybe both. This is a long time ago, before Ra was ever Ra. And you do connect to him here and there, but it's not a strong connection. He's with you right now. He's still learning from you. Yeah, he said you take on a lot of bad experiences, so he's learning from you. He stayed away from all of that. I've been experiencing some severe ascension symptoms recently. What can Prime Creator tell me about my progress and does it have me? It just seems like you're opening up your heart chakra. It does show your heart chakra kind of melting. He's not going melting, but it's still there. It's just it's melting energy away. It's but it's not like it's hot, but it is melting. It's like a cold melt. Either way, it's melting, but it's still there. But it's shedding old energies, and it's very hard. Well, you've been through some hard stuff. You've had incarnations that are the incarnations you've had have caused a lot of harm to your karma. I believe you're kind of aware of that. So, but it has a purpose for it. So you can see things more clearly. Yeah, because a lot of this, people that get, like for example, people that always get what they want don't really see the real world. And so, of course, we've all had those lifetimes. Like, I want to keep my eyes open. I don't want to close my eyes anymore. So that's one of the reasons why you're going through what you're going through. It's like you did a lot of things you probably shouldn't have done other incarnations. Probably we all have. And but that's just to open your eyes here. But your eyes are going to stay open in future incarnations. So people get blind and people forget. But I don't think you're going to be forgetting anything after this life. So this is another it's just this life is a reminder to you as you go into future lifetimes when you have great abundance, not to abuse it. So we all have been there. Not to say you're going to go out and do that right away, but it's just to keep your mind's eye open. People don't do that here, people do and they don't. But when you have a lot of power here, as you can see, people drive around 100 miles an hour and a 30-mile an hour. They don't know how it is to be poor, you can say. They don't know how it is to be, and having no money is actually a gift. It's very difficult, but it's also a gift because the little things in life mean a lot. The necessities. When you have a lot of money, those necessities don't mean anything to you. You're like, you're not even on this planet, so you're not even human anymore. You're like inhuman in a lot of ways. It's true. Not everybody's like that, but some are. So it's just keep your eyes open. So it has a purpose. It's very hard, but the reason why it's hard is to chisel all of that into you, so you don't forget. I know I'm going through the same thing in a different way. So, question from Debbie. Debbie M. Today, in the store, I became teary-eyed and sad. What does that happen when I'm shopping? It does seem like you're connecting to other people's energies. You're healing other people around you. So I would ground before you go shopping. It's up to you. Your angelic self is quite active. You're feeling people's life. You're feeling the life of other people, and it's hard. I do see what you're picking up on. Now this is not you. Oops. I guess that doesn't give me an indication. Well, I do see what you picked up as somebody had a loss of life, and you're kind of You're like taking their pain, you're kind of clearing it out through yourself. That's interesting. I don't see that very often, but that's what I feel. If only the rest of the world saw that. No, they are gradually. That's what I'm saying. So even if you do ground, I imagine that might, yeah, you're just picking up stuff from other people. It's it's like you're going when you go shopping. It's funny. You're like you're going to the battlefield. You can just ask the angels to help you ground. It will help the blow, but I think you're still going to connect to people. You just get very emotional, and you see what I'm doing here. I'm on YouTube. I'm doing, but see, you're doing, you're doing a healing in your own way, and everybody else does too. You're just doing your shopping. That's all. You're healing people as you shop. That's fascinating because I don't think it's not coming from you. I'm not feeling that because it would just be different. So that's fascinating. It's good. I mean, the more you realize that, it will affect you. It might become less, but sometimes you might not want it to go away because you know that you're assisting other people. So that's what I'm feeling. Because what it is, you're pulling your angelic energies or through your guides, you're just taking other people's sorrow and you're clearing through it. They're not aware that you're doing that, which is good. You're not just go with the flow. That's interesting. Question two: my husband's company built a new shop. When he's alone in the evening, he hears a woman screaming, but no one is there. Yeah. Well, he's opening himself up, that's for sure. He's hearing lower astral, the ghost dimension, and I believe it was a woman that was being abused, from what I'm gathering. So you can send energy to that. You might want to. That's well. Yeah, you can always light a candle and do a prayer. This woman most likely seems to be kind of attached to him to a certain degree, not entirely, but she's looking for help. I think I can connect to her also. Yeah, I think she was younger, 20s or something like that. Center energy, jeez. I feel like she's getting attacked. I do see like the late 1900s also. Yeah. All right, center energies. I'll see if I can help her cross over. See how that goes. Ouch. Get her name is I get the name Penelope. So if you see that, if you hear that, or if somebody else, you know, over Debbie, you can say Penelope. It's okay to cross over, go into the light, or he can do that. Um, she might have kind of an attitude. She's going through some stuff. Yeah, it's just gonna be a tough one to cross over. Ouch. I can feel her pain. Question from Symmetry. Any messages for me? Just meditate. There are some silver Palladians around you. They show you're on a ship. Tall blonde Nordic females are there. As for relationship, they do show like a green like gemstone that you're connecting with for healing. You might want to get a green gemstone. That's up to you for healing. You might not feel anything. It's up to you. You don't have to. But I'm seeing it's large. And you go to it, you like put your hand to it and heal from it. But I see you as a zeta by doing this. You can always visualize a green gemstone in your meditations. See what it gives you. Question two: what is the event everyone is talking about in the community coming around the end of September, and how it will affect me? I don't think I've. Well, it might give you a couple of good chuckles here and there. Oh yeah, the end of the world is happening on Saturday. That's pretty much, unless that's. You might feel like the Zetas around here laughing their asses off, which my guess is. I don't know. The Christians say the end of the world is coming, so I guess some people are probably maxing out their credit cards at the moment, getting ready for death. So if that doesn't happen, which I don't think it will, I'm not sure what it's not going to affect. Well, I think it'll give you some humor. I can't think of anything else it's going to do. I think it'll be funny because it's not going to happen because they do this. I mean, always somebody's talking about it in the world. It's like what. I think it should still be on Monday. Nobody wants to go to work on Monday. Of course, some people don't want to go to work on Saturday, but maybe it'll be just the end of the world will be out throughout the weekend. I don't know. I don't know what, and they get people that write this stuff get millions of views on YouTube. It's so bizarre. So I think it just gets some humor out of it. That's all I'm getting. That's all I got for you, man. I don't know what else to say for you. You know, it is opening up people to more of what is going on in some cases. So I don't know what to say. Drink a couple beers. I don't know what to say. There's nothing's gonna really happen for you. It's whatever you want to happen will happen, basically. Question from Inara. Question 1 is my boyfriend Thomas He-Man in Astral. Oh yes. Yep. Oh yeah, everybody's in Astral. Yes, everybody's in Astral during sleep state and awake state. There's another version of you roaming around. And it's a higher dimensional version, yes. Yes. Question 2, any messages for you? I don't know. I'm seeing a diamond, like a diamond necklace. Doesn't mean it has, or crystal. Most likely crystal. One moment. Well, I'm seeing a lot of angelic energies around you. And stones, such as clear quartz, rose quartz, whatever it might be, is to help you ground your energies. And I guess what they're showing me is like a clear quartz, if you wish, for a necklace. Necklaces seem to be a big thing, which is good. To help ground your energies, help you more. Grounding is very important. Helps you ground to the earth so you can receive messages correctly. So that's why people wear, type of crystal. It just feels good. It's not just superstition. For some people, it works very, very well. They do recommend it also. They say it's for protection also. So it's up to you what you feel is right for. You can also have a ring also. They do recommend that. It's up to you. Just for just helps raise your vibration. You look at it, wow, that's beautiful, and you raise your vibration. They do say you start when you're ready to receive messages of your angels and spirit guides. Just you're getting there. Well, I think you're already there to a certain degree, just not fully understanding it. But that's what they recommend at the moment. Question from Miles. Blessings, any messages for the public viewers to help them in the ascension process? Yeah, give up alcohol. It does lower the vibration. There are other ways. You'd be surprised how actually marijuana actually helps you raise your vibration. If there's an alcohol that enhances your vibration, go for it. But most alcohols, I don't see do that. There are other. I mean, there's going to be new types of drinks being brought out eventually to raise your vibration. There's ayahuasca. So it does exist. So we're not like soda and stuff is terrible for you, but there'll eventually be type of there'll be things like that to eventually come into help people's vibrations. So yeah, alcohol. I think it's a depressant, isn't it? Cigarettes, alcohol. I think so. So it's something to think about. Let's put it that way. Do you have free will, so do as you must. But eventually, all that stuff's going to change. Cars are going to change as our vibrations start to increase. It'll be like a tidal wave, but not. It's a tidal wave, but not to force people into. People still have choice. You'll always have choice. You always have free will. So You don't have to feel like you have to all of a sudden start connecting to your guides and doing this. You just do it as you want. But the angelic energies are increasing greatly. Question 2, any messages from my twin flame? The connection is boiling right now, but still distant for a reason. You're still on your warning path right now. You're still finding your way. So just be as you are. You will find this person eventually. Just be as you are. Question from Amy. I haven't seemed to be able to see anything in my third eye since the solar eclipse. Is there a reason for that? Well, have you noticed that ever since the solar eclipse, the weather has been, at least around Florida, Mexico has been nuts. So probably in California with the fires. So of course that happens, but still it is kind of strange. It is kind of connected. I believe it will open up. Well, I'm getting January. I wouldn't put any words. It will start. I recommend asking the Andromedas to bring assistance. It's closed up for. They're not going into details. They're not saying anything. You know, it's like they're not. They literally just shut off and not say anything. So, with that, let's see here. Well, they say they close. Oh, okay. It's like closing a window. They close the window of the third eye so you can see third density. There's things in third density you need to see right now. There's more to it than that, but it will open itself up. Just give yourself some time. Amphibian energies is good for that also. Question 2, are there any messages from me? There's a lot of dolphin energies around you. I'm seeing the pink dolphin around you. If you connect, there are pink dolphins. You look them up online. You are very connected to that collective. I do see you connecting to the pink dolphin through telepathic connections. I do see another aspect of you as a pink dolphin also. Not on this earth, but other realities. That is like your spirit animal. And that's one to unlock. You can also, if you bring the pink dolphin into your, not to say there's anything wrong with the blue dolphin, but the pink one seems to be the strongest with you as for going through meditation, going through your third eye. That's neat. Question from Tate. Is my DNA receiving assistance from the 24-strand DNA affirmation from Saint Germain that was provided by Scott Werner? Yes, it is going. Yes. Give it a couple of days, though. Give it 4 or 5 days. It's going well. 4 or 5 days. Let's see. Saturday or Monday. You should start feeling a little bit different on Monday. I think so. Monday seems to be the day. But maybe before that. You might feel some tinkling. It's hard to say. Question 2. Is there information available concerning the sensation of being gently look that up. What should create? I don't know if I even know that word means. Injured or killed by some electric shock. Okay. Electrocuted. Okay. It's like, what is? Maybe it's not a word I look at very often. Okay, let me read that again. Is information available concerning sensation of being gently electrocuted most of the day by over the past week? Well, technically, we all go through that every day. But we all go through it in some shape or form through your guides, through your angels. It's actually you're receiving downloads is what's going on. You're also forming your timeline. It's through electric energy. That's what I am seeing. If there's a third dimensional, not even the elites. I mean, the elites can do whatever they can to try to manipulate us. There's only so much they can do. You know, they can't get everybody to see things their way. So this electrical energy is actually a power grid, an enlightenment energy. This is your soul energy. It's going through you. So this, well, over the past week, you're just getting major downloads. I think so. From the angelic world. You're changing your timeline slowly. That's what I'm saying. This is good. I think it is. Okay, it might be strange, but that's normal. I think you're allowing a change to occur. That's what I'm gathering at this time. Question from Pete. Today is my birthday, and I would like to know if the Andromedan wife would like to say to me, let's see here. I believe you are aware that you have children, hybrid children. They did make a birthday cake for you. You are there right now, may not be fully aware of it. Basically, your birthday is going to go on probably for the next few days. It's also a spiritual cleansing you're going through, and your energies are combining each other, as you can see, to see through each other's experiences. It does seem like her energy in your life is going to increase. Basically, when you need to, you will feel her presence more after today, is what I'm gathering. When need to. Question 2, I've been feeling like I'm doing other things that is keeping me away from my wife and kids. Even astral, any advice to help me to reconnect? Yeah, there's a reptilian blockage there. What I'm feeling. So just ask for Andromeda to bring in light. Also, yeah, ask for Andromeda Council to bring in light. You can do this right now. Just ask for Andromeda Council to give you some clarity. There does seem to be forces here that are blocking connections, such as yours. I think also some of them are insectoid. So that's what I'm gathering. Not to say they're trying to be fully malicious, but they are getting in the way. Not to say you're under attack or anything, but it does seem like it is trying to. It's not entirely trying to push you out of your connection, but it is not exactly helping either. So that should, ask for Andromeda Council to help. I imagine you'll feel healing from that. I can feel it right now, actually. I know exactly what's going on. Question from Kanu. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Any tips to help me have a smooth college experience and still advance spiritually at the same time? Well, basically just have, put in your mind should be on a positive timeline. That's what, just basically in your mind, just that things will work out. Is there a problem? You will solve it. And just put it in your energy field. And we're all learning that. You will accomplish what you're here to accomplish. So just put it, just tell yourself that goes into your timeline. You say, oh, it's gonna suck and all that's gonna suck. So just put your intentions. That's all I need to do. You can always do a prayer also. Question 2, do my guides have any messages for me? Yes, you're also learning how to manifest. This is why I said you're learning how to manifest your direction. Your manifestation will be small things mostly, but good things. Things that you need. Don't expect a Corvette to just show up out of nowhere, but things that you need will be manifested. This goes for other people too. Because your higher self knows that the human self is going to want apartment on Park Avenue and want all this nonsense, but forget the small things that are needed, like a roof over your head, things of that sort of small. So Eric N. Which beings are most involved with boxing? As for boxing, fighting styles, techniques, who and why do they incarnate interested in this sport? The techniques are very different today than they were and still growing. A lot of it is actually reptilian. Some of it's Weirin. Some of it's actually insectoid. The reason I say insectoid, like the skinny guys, the skinny little short guys, those are insectoids. The big bulky guys are reptilian. Some of them are was it Mayweather? That's more reptilian. It's actually, I feel like an Andromedan reptilian, but not a nice one. So it's a combination of energies. With some of the Weirins, I'm not getting a strong feline energy as I thought I would. I've seen more felines than football, but for for boxing, some of it is Palladian and Syrian against each other. You'd be surprised, but they're a mixture of different species, mostly reptilian. Yeah. So I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, it is very different. It's getting more. Well, the DNA, human DNA is changing, so different species feel like they can reincarnate with us. So we're always going to be evolving. So that's what we're getting. At least that's what I'm seeing right now. Question 2: any messages for my from my angels? Let's see here. Well, they do say relationship status will improve. It just takes time. You're going through some blockages, but also healing from past relationships in this lifetime and in other lifetimes. They're also opening up. I do see Andromedan energies, but also reptilian in a way of relationship status that you might experience. Like you might meet a female that has a lot of reptilian in her, a lot of Andromeda. It's hard to say right now. I'm not even sure if I'm looking for anybody, but at least that's what they're telling me. So, you might become more aware of those type of things. They're not saying when that's going to happen, but it's in the process at the moment. Question from Bobby: what have you been doing in astral lately? I'm seeing a lot of felines. So you've been healing with the felines a lot. I think you're just it's like what I'm seeing is like I'm on Earth now. What is my mission with you? It's like I think you've been avoiding this planet for a while. You've been here before, but you've been avoiding it. Gee, I wonder why. Jeez. Yeah. But what I see is that you're kneeling down to other felines and receiving your orders for your next mission. That's neat. So being here is very scientific, of course. It's a scientific world, meaning you get a lot out of this world, as you can see. It all depends on how you look at it. Look at a third dimension, you just go watch TV, Netflix, and go to work, go home, and that's about it. But if you look at it from an alien perspective, you're receiving a lot of, we're getting attacked constantly. We're just not aware of it. To make you do those things. And we're trying to reverse that and make life more worthwhile. So you're here to reverse a lot of those mind control energies, basically. I'm not sure if I answered. Gee, I just had like a mind block there. Yeah, I think I answered part 2. Anyway, I kind of disappeared after that. Hopefully I answered question 2, Jay. I just kind of jumped out of there. That was interesting. That was fascinating. I'm going to answer number 2 again if I missed it. Gee, I kind of just leaped out of myself. There. I'll just keep it short. Just continue on your way. I don't think I answered number 2 now. Yeah, just continue. I just got a shock here. A good one, but weird. Um, just go on here and just do what you got to do. Just that was a loaded message for the earlier one. Jeez, when I got affected by it. That was anyway. Okay. Thank you for that. Okay, Henry, are there any messages from Sylvania, female Arcturian? Yeah, there's a lot of romantic feelings going on between the two of you. As you're aware, she's also helping you find the right person. You've been very picky in this dimension for a good reason. Just be patient, but also to just be yourself, share your love with others, and you'll eventually find this person. Part of you is in hibernation at the moment for a good reason. You're just enjoy the moment. The more enjoy the moment, not worry about a relationship. Just explore your abilities, explore your meditations. As you are doing, just keep doing that. You will attract the right person. There is a blockage there, but it's there for a reason. You're still going through a healing right now to keep you also your mind in the direction you need to be in at this time. Henry, question 2. Oh yeah. Does J-Rod Zeta Gray have any messages for me regarding drone pilot training? Do I have any messages? My best friend, private career. Yeah, it just says the drone pilot thing will increase your energy. You will just feel more alive. You're most likely turn into an alien. You probably feel like you're no longer a human in some cases. You feel you're going to another dimension with this. As for a message from the prime creator, it just says take a chance, go for it. Most likely you'll leave your current job once the drone pilot thing goes into effect. Most likely no time soon, but you're not in a rush anyway. To just you're on the right track. So no worries. Just keep on trucking. You'll be fine. There's not much you can really add to that. Of course, you have to live what you gotta. You understand. Question from Vasco. What beings are around me, and do they have any messages for me? Once again, I feel like Andromeda's around recently. Yeah, they're assisting you. Of course, you're connected to Pleiadians, and the Andromedans around you is they're doing healing with you at this moment, and just take it easy. Basically, I think I've already said that in the past. Take it easy again. So just the more taking it easy, the better. I am seeing Hawaii. Not necessarily have to go there, but I'm seeing Hawaii. Maybe somewhere tropical. Think of something tropical. I'm not feeling like traveling is probably a good idea right now, but you can always think about it. I don't, just to maybe bring that into your meditation, a tropical meditation. Question 2. Girlfriend wants to know if she's up in astral. She's on vacation from her problems. See her around pigs, horses, cows. Basically, I see her around a farm as a Pleiadian. But not just, it's a different type of farming where you're just basically letting the animals do whatever they want. Also, I'm seeing a talking horse around her. It's like a mentor to her. Yeah, it's kind of hard to describe what the animals are doing at this time, but it's a lot more free. There's no gates, let's put that to confine them. There's more trees also. And basically she's learning from them. Basically what that's about. And they're teaching her. You can say it's like school. That's all they're saying at this time. I did see her in a castle dressed in white on a throne. Apparently she's known a lot of reptilians in her past from gathering. Like old relationships. That's just clearing out right now. So anyway, that was weird. She's just doing clearing, basically. 1 to 11, are there any dimensions here right now? and I would just experience what we are individually, collectively focusing on. Meaning, if we shift our focus long enough, could we then experience another dimension? Yeah. Well, I believe you're just experience. I mean, yeah, I would just let it go. Yeah, just what do you want to experience? Change your timeline. I don't see why you can't change. Dimension, fourth dimension. I think it would come to closer to a fourth dimension if that's what you're trying to focus on. But um, yeah, the more you focus on a fourth dimensional energy, the more you receive it. Uh, your world will change, but the rest of the world is another story. I would just keep on pulling in this higher vibration. It's much needed. And others get affected by it too. So that's good. Basically, it's a timeline change, obviously. What dimension do you want to connect with? Yeah, focus on it. I would. We're technically already doing that, but they tell us what to focus on, as you can see. Like with school, they tell you what to focus on. So, yeah. I believe this will help you quite a bit. It's whatever comes to mind. And always clear your energies. Make sure nobody's screwing around with you. Here, come over here. This is a reptilian dimension, but because you can be easily tricked. They're pretty smart, but you'll be fine. Basically, I just see it connecting more to a higher vibrational world, which you will feel it around you. But as for fully changing life in general, well, you will change, that's for sure. But changing others is possible. It might not be as fast as you like. So, all right, blessings, everyone. That was the end of the chat, as far as I can tell. Yeah, if there's any of them that just submitted, just answer them tomorrow or Thursday. And if you already submitted and I didn't get to it, just post your next one. That's okay. Yeah, just submit it. Just submit. Just if you already submitted two and you were late, just submit the next two if you want. Most people don't care. So anyway, all right. Thank you, everyone. Blessings, and have a great night and morning, wherever it might be.